Hello and welcome to another edition of Shadow of Love. I am Holly, your co-host. I am a writer, intimacy coach, love great white sharks, all things Halloween, and all things spooky. Ernest, my co-host, want to say hey?
Hey, how you doing, everybody? I'm Ernest. I'm the co-host of the show. I am a mixologist, a bar manager, a restaurant manager, a Southern cuisine chef, a lover of all things old and full of soul, and I am glad to be here today.
With us, we have Shadow Lounge royalty, the man himself, Justin Strong. Hey, Justin. Justin, you want to give us a little just background?
How you guys doing? For those who don't know, again, my name is Justin Strong, founder, co-owner of Shadow Lounge in Pittsburgh, PA, that ran from 2000 to 2013 as a performance venue and lounge, and started off one size and then ended up bigger size, and a lot of great talent came through those doors. And I think we're up to about 26, 27 Shadow Lounge babies made through connections through those doors. Now, they weren't made in the Shadow.
Well, some of them.
Some of them might have been made.
Maybe two. Two.
Some of them might have been made.
None birth.
Yeah, I certainly have tried, but yeah, don't sit on that blue room couch.
Yeah, it'd be really awkward reunion with all the shadow babies and just hold them in the blue room. You're like, why is this so familiar? I've never been here before, but I feel
like turn the blue room into a nursery. Like a baby
Shadow Lounge daycare.
Yeah.
Mommy got a party.
No,
here you go.
Mama.
And here's my coat. Here's my baby, my coat.
So we really want to. This is just the God honest truth, man. We were talking about it last week. Thank you so much for giving us your blessing in this. I really do mean that. It's a really good thing for us, like, to all get back together, because I remember when we bumped into each other. What was that? Was that 2018? That was like 2018 when you were at Spirit.
It was a random day.
Yeah, it was so random.
It was at Spirit.
Yeah,
was at Spirit. And then you randomly showed out of thin air.
Yeah, it was serendipity. Because I looked, because when I walked in, I saw Holly. I looked dead in her face, and I smiled at her, but she was totally out of context, right? And I intentionally came there to say hello to you, and it was so weird that she was sitting right next to me the whole time, because I'm like, yeah, maybe that does look like Holly, but that ain't Holly.
Yeah.
And it was like we always say it's serendipitous. Like, that's our word for the show, is serendipity. To just stay together, like how everything fell into place like that was just like a stars aligning kind of moment.
Yeah. Well, I always say one of my little own theories of life, universe, and all that is the same rules apply on the micro level as they do on the macro level. So if you look at an atom with the nucleus and the protons, there's an orbit, right? You go to the macro level, solar systems, there's a sun, there's planets, and there's an orbit. So from the smallest to the biggest, it kind of follows that line. So I think even on our scale, pinpoint us in that line. I think in our lives, there's certain people that orbit you, and they may come around once every so often, but they'll stay in your range for like a period of time, then disappear again, like Mars or Saturn. And some people that are there daily, like the moon or the sun. With all the people in the world, you're not gonna meet everybody, but somehow you can be walking a random street corner in New York City and be like, oh, what?
Yeah.
I got too many stories. Like, first time to Las Vegas, and I run into one of my first crushes at Pitt that I haven't seen in years. Just, she called my name out. And I turned, I was like, what in the world? And yeah, just happenstance. So I think certain people are tied together and tethered, whether you like it.
What? Yeah, whether you
That's the kicker, right?
The universe don't know good or bad. It's like, yo, this is what it is.
Yeah, it just flows. Like it's like it's a disclaimer on the universe. Like, we're not responsible for lost or broken lives.
Or the you need the bad for the good and vice versa. So one doesn't exist without the other.
Yeah. It's but you know what? It's funny because it's always been it's been a good time. We've had like really, really weird you and me have had some weird times. I remember the night you got your liquor license, when I was walking in the lounge and you were calling me on the phone at the same time. Like those kind of weird moments. Like I remember you told me it was a Saturday night, and you said we're behind the bar and the show was about to start. I'll tell you who it was. It was Ab. Ab was there, and me.
Ab and the Sojourners.
Yeah, it was Ab and the Sojourners, and we were sitting behind the bar, and we were doing Washington Apples before the show started, and you and you said to me, "Don't let the lounge ruin your life." And we toasted, and we did a shot, and you walked off, and I'm like, no better words.
My bad.
No,
sorry.
Nah. It's just it's funny because like there's so many people. You're right. There's so many people that have come and gone and been created because of the lounge. It's an important place and experience to talk about. What do you think, Holly?
Yeah, I do. I think there's just been. I think this fits with the universe thing, right? I think you get a certain kind of synergy that comes and collects, and then that creates things, and then it brings other people in, and you just have that energy draw. And I don't feel like, even though the lounge has been gone for almost a decade now, I don't feel like it's over. Is that weird? But
no.
Yeah, like that energy is still there. And I still keep in touch with so many people that are from that experience and track their careers and what they're doing. And some really phenomenal people have come out of all of that. And it's just kind of fascinating that you can have that experience that bursts all these things and then puts them out in the universe. And then you can come back and still find each other and all that good stuff.
Yeah, over the years in the Pittsburgh scene, I've seen little fractals and remnants of shadow, because it's definitely like, obviously it closed, but also like pollinated outward. And I think my original idea in the role, I always wanted a place like Shadow Lounge to play, was that, that home base, not the biggest, shiniest, fanciest place with all the superstars, but that random ass bar like in Harlem where everybody's like, no, this is where everybody, all the greats started here and came through my own that. And for whatever time we were in. And I would say we accomplished that on many levels based off of just people's fondness for it. So
I mean,
go ahead, Ernest.
No, there's so many. It's weird because you're right, so many people did come through there, and to this day, I honestly feel that we got Daru discovered. You know what I mean? I forgot who was playing, but they needed a drummer real fast.
No, well, we talk about serendipity.
Yeah,
who's the drummer? Ab.
Well, yeah, was that Ab?
Yeah.
Oh wow! Because we both looked at each other. We were both on the stage, and we said at the same time, like we were Scooby Doo characters. Let's call Daru at the same time. Yeah. And then look
that was Nate. That was a Nate the Fat event. Soul. Soul Sessions or Garden Soul Sessions? Soul Garden.
Soul Garden, yeah, it was Soul Garden.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are fun. Ooh, those are fun nights.
You know, we do these reflections and people come up to me and they're like, oh, I missed this. You gonna do this again? I'm like, you gotta keep in mind, like it's time and space. So there was a thing that was a space where everybody came in, you know, this defined area, but it was also a time that we can't go back to. And I think it's lightning in a bottle. It's like all these different things had to happen for the end result, what we're seeing. And, you know, we can't redo that again because I'm not 21 trying to open up a spot. I'm definitely not trying to lose the amount of money that I've lost. And I'm definitely trying to be sleep by like 11. There's a lot of, it'll be the wackest ass lounge opening. Like, what? Why they only open Thursday, Saturday, every other week? Those are my going out days.
Yeah, nobody wants to go to a hot auntie contest. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
You know, sexy jitney fest. Nobody wants to.
You go, man, parade on stage with your 1K balance, you'll get some takers.
Yeah.
Be like, let me see your open up Credit Sesame. Let me see your score. Okay. Trying to go to Ritters?
And you can't eat anything on the menu no more because of your Lipitor. Because you peel, you pressure.
Motherfucker, you can't eat grapefruit no more.
You know? Yeah.
You sick bitch. Can't eat grapefruit. That's how sick you are. Can't eat fruit. This fruit messes with my well-being.
Well, Justin, with like the concept of the show, you know, we talk a lot about topics related to love. And so we wanted to talk with you about the business of love. And I not quite like, I brought this up in our last episode, not the like day-to-day kind of business of keeping love, you know, going, but what is it like to own a business and be surrounded by people when you're in a relationship? Like, how do you maintain those efforts and how do you stave off all the people, you know, trying to get in your lounge of love?
You are trying to get a mother in trouble. Bleep this out or block my eyes or something. I can okay.
You didn't want to pick the topic.
Let me go to this whiteboard real quick and black out some. There's gonna be a lot of editing. I would say in general, with no specific year or location or person. I mean, yeah, it's hard for me to even think back that far, but definitely over my course of being there, I was in and out of relationships. Obviously, the last one was my current co-parent with Mia when we dated, and then eventually got pregnant and got married in Shadow Lounge. I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah, it was over before Shadow Lounge ended. So I'm trying to get that timeline. But still, yeah, there's I mean, if you think about it, open when I was 21, technically, because the next day was my birthday. So at midnight, I turned 22, but it just sounds better at 21. So 20, 22, 21, open a space. Now, at that time, we used to be open till like 6 in the morning. There's no liquor license. And you created, you know, this analog Brita filter or analog algorithm that kind of like attracted a certain group of people through those doors that had similar likings, and they're around same age and trying to find themselves and find people they like. So there was a lot of good vibing going on in there. And when you are the conductor of that, you can reap some benefits. That is very hard to, it's like, I'm in the food court. I know I'm going to the taco place, but if they step out in front of me with the chicken teriyaki on the stick,
Yeah.
I'm not making a commitment. I just that's all I wanted. I knew I should have threw the toothpick away, but now I'm in trouble because of a toothpick. For some yaki. Anyway, they putting it in my face. Yeah, there's a lot of wild stories. All fun, all part of growing up at that age. A lot of pressure. You know, I think some things change a good 2 years into the liquor license era. Just one, the stakes were higher, the liability, responsibilities of having a license. Like, you know, I'm pretty sure a lot of people will tell you, like, over those years, we started canceling out all the Pee-wee's Playhouse rules. You know, it's like, I can't do that. I can't do. And then, you know, we definitely had some feedback, and people didn't like that. And people weren't able to just hang out till 5 in the morning, you know. So that tapered a lot of extracurricular activity that, ironically, with the liquor license, it was a lot easier to be in a relationship because, and this is also running parallel with my age. So 26 years old, get a liquor license. So about 27, 28, and you start being more responsible steward of that license. Yeah, the opportunities, you don't really see them because you're focused on more important things. And it made having, you know, relationships where you didn't step out of pocket a lot easier. Because prior to that, then, you know, there's many times I wanted to get into the fun also. So I'm, you know, if I was staffed up, I'm enjoying it like a consumer. I'm on the floor dancing, flirting, you know, taking little trips downstairs to the green room, coming back up later. What's up, Gerard?
Yeah, because you gotta.
My pants are in your bathroom.
You gotta.
Pants are smoking a joint.
You got to show people around the place as the owner. You got to show people around if they're really interested in the whole lounge experience. Yeah.
And during the renovations, when we broke the other side, and there was, you know, suitable rooms that weren't open to the public, or you can just dip to like unfinished Ava. Yeah, kind of the hype and thrills and those earlier days. I did have a friend by a good year during those early days where I was actually on good behavior. But yeah, once everything, especially, I think probably when the after hours started with like Deeper, the house night, and with Crash when SMIs jumped into the mix. That's where, I mean, you have nights that start at 2 a.m. and you just got done having a whole bunch of fun. And now people are coming in for, you know, late night fun and a little bit more open with options. And yeah, the late nights were definitely, maybe that's what was it. The liquor license capped all these fun shit. It was like, you can't do that no more. Got to be done at 2. You know, so those opportunities didn't, you know.
Did you have more fun before the liquor license? You know what I mean? Like, which one? I mean, one is more profitable, of course, and with more responsibility. You know what I mean? Like, did you feel like you had to grow up after you got the license, so to speak? As far as like watching your step, just watching.
Yeah. Probably within the second year of the license, you know, definitely was like we gotta do things a little different. But yeah, those early days, and again, with my age, I'm 22, 23, 24, 25, and you're the young one sometimes, because you still have early 30, mid 30-year-olds coming out and partying, and then you get to be, oh, this is you? Oh, you're so young, you know. And then sometimes you get the older ladies and all that stuff. And yeah, so it was a good old time.
Yeah.
It's just
I remember being like the ambassador of Ava. Like, you know what was the most not dangerous, but the most fun nights was when it was dead. Like,
nope.
Don't come in there on a dead night, because if you know what I mean, like you about to find yourself on the date. You're on a double date. Like you're on a date right now. You're on a date.
I done locked up early. It's like, you know what? Here, let's just watch this movie in the blue room. Close this curtain. People are like, y'all open?
Nope.
Rumor had it, Justin. Rumor had it that The Professional was your coded movie for your get down time.
I did enjoy The Professional and Pulp Fiction were on my hit list.
It literally and figuratively.
Yeah, those are always, I think they were on VHS. That's hilarious. VHS.
You're rolling the TV out.
like a high school teacher rolling the TV out on that little stand and shit.
Be watching movies on an overhead projector.
Yeah, those were like, people never, you know, I don't want to give up all the secrets, but yeah, if you walk in there on a slow night and you're cute, it's you and your girlfriend, and there's a couple bartenders, you're about to have a night. You know, not a bad night, but yeah, you might have to see where the DJ booth gonna be. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, I've walked in on those occasions sometimes, like, just not on the records, please.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think it runs parallel with I think on average people's growth. I mean, mine, I can reflect back to, you know, where I'm at now to looking back then. Like, I definitely had a non-traditional 20s. You know, while usually during that time you're out socializing, making connection, growing relationships. I was providing and orchestrating, producing the space to allow people to do that, but I didn't really participate that much in it because you're now, operator, producer, responsible role of that. So it's really strange, kind of looking back, like, oh, it's like missing really prominent albums. Like, actually, no, I never listened to that. Like, I don't know how.
Yeah.
On 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying today, I was like, you know what? I don't think I ever heard this album. Like, just threw it on. But that was 2003, and I was like, oh man, yeah, Mama's Gun coming out, Bilal. Yeah, I wasn't listening to 50 Cent. But you know, you can just, you know, miss normal, traditional pathways. You know, and it definitely kind of probably affects some things now for me. But yeah, I mean, things you can't go back. They had to happen a certain way, and I enjoy a lot of those years. Good times.
Do you have a story you'd be willing to share?
No. No, my brother.
You got to get your own.
Nah. It still may be a political future someday. I don't know. You're telling a story to talk about, and that's why we never had pepper and salt shakers out. So anyway. Like, no more long neck bottles. Let me switch over to canned beer. Nah, it was just a lot of fun, man. And you got to provide those social gathering spaces for people where you kind of set loose rules and allow a little bit of, make people feel like they're getting away with something or breaking a rule. It's kind of like I always say, it's like setting the speed limit. I put 65 because I know you're going to go 75.
Yeah.
But the fact that I watch you go 70 and I go, but I don't do anything. I go, then you're like, look at me, I'm getting away. I'm breaking your rules. Now go 80, now we're gonna have a problem. But so it's like these spaces that allow that, yeah, these are the house rules, but like, especially at that age, you gotta just kind of find your spot and have these random and sometimes ill-advised hookups in a corner somewhere, like just random shit. Like it needs to happen. Someone needs to cultivate that and wipe it down and sterilize.
I don't know
Nowadays,
why. I don't know why Purell did not come in as a sponsor early in the game.
I don't know if we were still around. I think the jury will be out. It's like it either came from Wuhan or the Blue Room. I'm not sure.
You see a hazmat crew taking the couches out.
Fauci doing press conference like, yeah, we found it.
So
yeah, flip that ottoman over. You just need to have these spaces, and I don't see those options nowadays. And it's funny being back at Pitt, playing the Rodney Dangerfield role, going back to school old. And I reached out to a couple of my classmates. And I was just like, what do you guys do? They're like 21, I just turned 21. I'm like, even before 21, like, where do you guys go? Where do you grind? Like, there's nowhere to grind in Oakland anymore. Like, just a spot to just go out and dance and lean against the wall. And there's like places to eat, places to drink. The one place that did have a DJ floor, a dance floor, and a DJ booth, didn't have a DJ. And the bartender said they just, people go on the internet jukebox and they'll just select the songs they want to hear. In the, for those who understand, Oakland section of Pittsburgh is like the college campus, Pitt, CMU, Carlo. And back in, my first round at Pitt, 96 to 2000, I mean, you had Club Log, you had Stratus, the Beehive, you had all these different places to like gather and do something other than shit. I don't think any of them actually have food other than eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can dance, you can experience live music, like all this stuff. And I just don't see it directly, in particular on campus for Oakland for that age group. And I'm just like, ugh, I need some things close to home where you can stumble out and bring someone sign them into the dorms or something,
Yeah. They need a place where they can, make bad decisions.
Yes, in a safe way.
In a safe way, like, oh, that DJ was dope. Let's go, you know what I mean? And then they don't have that. It's unfortunate. That's how I feel old, because we can actually say, like, I remember the time.
Yeah.
Because like we're going to talk about the lounge like Isley's. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember the time there was, we're old. We're old with it. We're blessed to have that experience. I just, I feel bad that kind of venue and that kind of, because, people don't realize too how safe it was. It was really safe. It was a safe place for folks to get their blend on. You know what I mean? And they don't have that. That's regrettable.
And it was a safe place before having a safe place was trendy.
Yeah, yeah.
We didn't call it that. We were just like, just chill out.
I used to really enjoy like watching thug dudes walk into a candlelit room and totally chill out.
Well, you saw literally like the stress and the weight of like being tough and hard, just like, oh,
Yeah.
I can actually be myself. I have to keep this persona on to survive. And I remember this one time, something was going on, and dude came to the door. We're at the door checking IDs and collecting money. Comes to the door and just has his hands up. He literally walked to the door to get frisked. And I forget how I was with the door. I just got looked. I was like, I just gave him a high five. Like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, okay, I didn't know. I'm like, but now you're onto a bigger subject going on tangent, but it's like, especially in Pittsburgh and Black nightlife options, like how many places do you go where you don't get treated like a criminal before you walk in? Whether it's for good, reasons because something happened or not, just psychological, got to be like, for me to go in and have fun, make sure I'm not carrying anything on my body.
Yeah.
Running Spirit for 3 years I'll say they're probably around 85%. Yeah, and then even on specific party days that were more Black-led, Black focused, that number might be flipped, 70, 80%, Black folks on those specific nights. And it could be both floors, and it could be 600-800 people through the doors the whole time, Black, white, whatever. No pat down and not a problem. And so that always kind of bothers me, especially coming from a place like Shadow Lounge where, if we felt we needed to do that, we got rid of the night. Yeah, I mean, you have that and you adjust. I mean, you can't, it's not a private club. So like the tea light candles set a tone. The type of music and sets a tone. If we're playing Mama's Gun versus Get Rich and Die Trying, it sets a tone. If you're uncomfortable from not seeing your regular domestic beer available, are you comfortable with trying something new? So like all those things filter people out. Probably more so to trying something new. You don't got no Bud, you ain't got no Coors, you ain't got no Miller. I remember one dude was like, I was like, nah, but we got all these other, they're all from PA, a lot of this local, we got blah, blah, blah. I'll just have a water. I'll just have a Coca-Cola. I'm gonna be sober today.
I'd rather be sober than try something new.
And we had Blue Moon before Coors bought it from Blue Moon. And people used to look at Blue Moon, what's this? Soon Coors buy it. I have a Blue Moon. I'm like, dude, that's marketing. It's the same thing, but so you control the atmosphere that way, and you make it uncomfortable. Or it's like, hey, get comfortable or be uncomfortable and leave. But we just don't do certain things here. And I think that once you get past that part of like, is it safe? You have to like be in the corner looking at people's body language. Is they having a fun conversation? If you don't got to do all of that, then, like a Maslow hierarchy needs type of thing, that first survival safety is met, then you get into like, all right, the social. Now we can be social. Now I'm free to just holler.
Yeah, I remember, because we're kind of similar in the same way, because I started running a bar when I was 21 out in the Valley. And I remember that every time there was a fight, Tupac was playing on the jukebox. For some reason, Tupac was playing. I'm aging myself because I'm a little older than you. Pac was playing every time a fight jumped off. Pac was on the jukebox. So what I did was I called the vendor up and I put nothing but like no one has ever gotten shot with like hot sex on a platter playing. Like no one
Yeah.
there's so yeah, you can't so what I did was I removed all of the I took all the gangster shit off the jukebox, all of it,
Yeah.
replaced it
You have to.
with R&B and progressive hip hop, neo
Still
soul.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not now did we make money on the jukebox like we used to? No, no. But as far as like replacing mirrors and tables and stuff like that, like the cost kind of
or,
offset itself.
or or customers that were just there to enjoy themselves now are thinking twice about coming back.
Yeah. After that, I think we only had 2 fights.
Now I got to worry about safety before I can even be social.
Yeah. Yeah. And Holly was asking about like balancing love and relationships in it too. It's a hard it's a hard hustle. That's
This
yeah.
is the balance.
Yeah, there is no balance. There is no balance in trying to try to have healthy. You see how I looked off to the side, like to have a healthy, healthy, stable, long lasting relationship. Yeah, it's hard to manage because you have to have one. It's not even just you. You have to have a secure somebody, a partner who's secure in themselves.
That's why I would get all the time, like, oh, you got to be doing X, Y, Z.
Nah.
And even spirit, and I'm not the best communicator of feelings, but I'm like, if I came home at a reasonable time, that means I dig you.
Yeah.
It's like, I was at 2, we had, a packed house, multiple registers to break down, clean the whole place up. And I'm home by 4.
You're the one. You are the one. You are good.
Where, at what point in time did I even have a chance to do anything? Like I didn't, so now if I'm coming home at 6:30, question all day. But yeah, that confidence in the partner is crucial, because I used to get calls at like 2:01. When you done?
Yeah. I lost one over the lounge. As soon as I started there, they were like, oh, it wasn't that I was trying to keep a promise to a friend. It was just like ass and titties. That's all they saw was ass and titties. They didn't see the obligation and like, hey, I promised somebody I did. It really is hard because people see all of the fun. They don't know that when you're in the fun, yeah, you may enjoy what you do, but you're not in the fun. You're providing. Yeah. You're providing the fun. You know what I mean? Like
you're the sober person.
You're technically.
And you're just watching.
You're watching the show. You're providing.
Yeah.
You're setting the stage, and it's really hard when people come in. What I did was I would just never tell anybody I was dating somebody. They'd have to find out for themselves. And if I was dating somebody, they can't come to the spot unless until it goes public or whatever. Like this, don't be coming to my spot because
hang out the end of the bar.
Yeah, because you're gonna see something that you don't
while
like.
You're running to get ice.
Yeah.
What's up? I'm like, I'm getting ice. What are you? Another like a random customer, like, hey, you could.
Who is that? Why was he in your face? Because I work here.
Yeah.
Because I work here. It's weird because people really think that on one end you do have access to different partners. Like sure you can do it, but it can also make it awkward and sticky.
Yeah. Well, you learn that also.
Yeah, you do learn. Yeah, it does get awkward and sticky. Yeah,
don't do this.
Don't do it.
Yeah, there's been awkward situations, and this is even before the expansion. So I'm just talking about small ass shadow lounge. Queen go hide in another room. It was bad. It was like one time this is gonna sound terrible. I'm not giving any date range. It was before the liquor license. Well, I guess I gave a date range before the expansion. But I was like putting the mic cords together on the stage. I'm on stage. This is a low stage, the original stage, and I looked out, and might have been four young ladies I was in conversations with each other. It was like two over there, two over there. For some reason, I think it's six, but just don't make me sound like a hoe. Four, and various stages of hanging out and talking, and ending stages, unbeknownst to them, of talking. And I was the busiest I ever been. Oh, we gotta go. We gotta put these toilet paper in squares. They all gotta be the same size. I'll be right back. It's just please leave. Yeah, that's never fun. That's never fun.
No.
They know where to find you.
You can't, and it's your spot. Like, I've had awkward moments like that. Like, ooh, I wish I had some ninja smoke right now. Just click my heels together, or like pray like Jenny on Forrest Gump. Like, make me a bird so I can fly far, far away. Like, how am I gonna get out of this shit that I did to myself? So yeah,
I think that those experiences also help shape maturity, because you hit your head enough times, like, yeah, don't do that. And you're talking about balance, right? So then it's almost like value and what something is worth. So all our decision making is based off the value, one thing to another, regardless of the titles we may have, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wives, whatever. Our decision to do or don't do something is before, going in this corner, messing around with, and this random chick, or having multiple girls you're talking to, they can all find you at any given time. That used to be worth the headache and for the experience, but then eventually, you're like, nah, it ain't worth. Would I love to do that? Yeah, that'd be fucking fun. Is it worth it? Nope. And so as you get older, you start making those decisions like that. And I could have access, but I can already play out in my head, because of experience, how this is going to turn out.
Yeah.
Like I could.
Well, let's talk about, you have a daughter now, right? So that experience of love, and she's a Shadow Lounge baby. And how does that shape you as a man now in your relationship to love in the world, having that interaction?
Yeah. And I always wonder myself, like, if I had a dude, would I like him as much? I'm not sure, but like having a daughter, amazing. The irony, I knew it was going to happen whenever it was going to happen. I was like, it's going to be a girl. I have a suspicion. You get this natural, like, protector mode comes on. And you want to, keep her innocent as long as possible. And you want to show her the best examples of what a boy or man should be and behave. So that also, you got to check some of your decision making, because that will go into a factor nowadays. Like, I want to introduce my daughter to her. Like, nah, like that literally goes in. Like, nah, you cool, but I ain't bringing you around the child. And so, I can look at the pre-daughter and daughter days, post-daughter days, and it's, and again, with age and experience, and I think you also kind of like build on value, whether that's family or career or real estate or just wealth or savings. So there's less you want to risk also. 22, 23, 26, renting with roommates and, whatever, no responsibility. Yeah, yeah, I want to do the wildest things. And then you're like, yeah, I want to, but my back, first of all, my knees, and it's almost 10 o'clock. When is this going down? Now, let me see if I can tell this story. Yeah, I'm past it. Okay. So I'm in New York on a business trip for an organization I was working for. Then I had to go to Seattle, for a day. And I was supposed to catch a plane in the mornings, but instead I was at a strip club, made kind with this one stripper. She invited me. I'm talking about like she came and sat down next to me and started a conversation. And she just was introducing me to all the strippers. Then got invited to go to the tunnel in New York with them after they got off of work. So I meet up with them at 3:30. We catch a cab to the tunnel. Crazy shit goes down in the tunnel. Then she's talking about, hey, we're all gonna get a room when you spend the night and you can get up. And so I'm sitting there like, I'm gonna be in a motel room with like 6 strippers in New York. This is crazy. But they told me this like around like 4:30, and I kept on looking at the time, and I'm like, it's 5:30. I'm like, when is this hotel room thing happening? And they're like, oh, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, nope. Yeah, had to leave. Had to do it, couldn't do it. I discovered the gummies during the pandemic. They're fucking great. I got to apologize to all the people, the shadow lounge years I yelled at for smoking weed. It's just delicious.
It's the best. You were after school special about the weed.
Oh yeah.
But it's all good. You learn and you grow. Hey,
I deserve to start a drug habit in my 40s.
Why not?
Go back to school, get a Invisalign.
That's what your 40s are for.
Yeah, 40s are for that.
How's love treating you these days, Justin?
Oh man, that's
what's love mean to you at this current moment?
This moment, because I literally just had a conversation with a young lady. First, do this question. It's great. Next question. Yeah, I mean, over the summer, been hanging with one young lady, trying it out. I call it a probationary period of 90 days. She doesn't really like that, but I just learned those first 30 days is all surface, and I got to see 90 days gives me a good sample. And if we can see different ranges in temperatures and seasons, if I can straddle a season, get a little in the summertime and a little in the fall, because there's difference in just mental capacity and all that. So I've been trying that out. I think it's done. We didn't make it to 90 days, but there's something happening. I don't know. During the pandemic, it was fun. I didn't follow all the protocols. Might be our last time on Earth.
Oh, you was doing it all. You was getting that doomsday sex. Like, we won't make, who knows what's going to happen?
You got to repopulate.
It's up to me and you.
So yeah, there was some occasions of that, but I think overall I'm just in I think I'm in one of my best places I've been in life, and this is even probably throughout Shadow Lounge days. Just you think about getting older, but then finally you're there, and then you're like, if you can, like, if things are more stable and secure, then it'll, like all these things are kind of falling in place. And bought a house.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a big step. Yeah.
Yeah, I did it strategically because of the pandemic. And I was like, worst case scenario, zombie apocalypse. And then I was like, all right, let's work back from zombie apocalypse. Because I was like, they said this thing's gonna be 2 weeks. It's June now. But yeah, no, it's good. I think once you're in a good space, and that allows you to enjoy, another person.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling pretty good. And so we'll see what materializes.
Do you still feel optimistic? I mean, in general about because you're 40. Once you hit 40, things start to change. They really do. Your body changes. Clearly both of our hairlines have changed.
Yeah, but my hair just gravity pulled it into my beard.
Are you still optimistic about falling in love? Or you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that would be an ideal situation, although I'm not known as a romantic or emotionally available person. I forget which one they say it is, more or less. Working on getting better. I still like the idea. I think my end goal, is companionship as you get older. One of my biggest fears is like just even in my house by myself, most of the time here, minus the cat, just doing something dumb and like head and pass out on the toilet. It's just, you don't want to go a certain way. I need someone here that can reposition myself, reposition the crime scene, and delete my browsing history. Like because I want that to be my final words. Like, yo, clear all
that.
Clear all. Breaking my laptop. Like, why won't he take this life-saving pill? Hold on. In case the pill don't work. No, dude, what's the percentage increase of that being on the top 3 things of someone's mind as they're dying in the last 20 years?
So when I died a couple years ago, I was like, just bring me my computer. Like literally, like I need my MacBook. Make sure
just real
quick. I need my MacBook and my and my phone. Just give me those 2 things. Just put them in the bag.
Taking out chips, breaking. Like in your dying moments, you become a spy. all of a sudden you work for the CIA.
Daddy, why you got this speaker magnet?
It's swallowing computer chips.
Bite a secret tooth in your mouth and just slip out.
We turn to James Bond.
Who's Pinky XL?
So
shout out to Pinky XL.
So my end goal, you want to be with someone in whatever form that is. I don't necessarily need to be married. That doesn't, I'm 0 for 1. So I think I found out that it's easier to trick me into a long-term relationship than like give me a title. I think as soon as I get a title on something, it's like being backed up against the wall or something. Like I feel like the freedoms are about to collapse around me.
Do you think the pressure changed? Is it a pressure thing?
Yeah. I've definitely looked up and been hanging out with a friend for 13 months. Like, no, she's my friend. Like, you have any other friends? No, just
this one.
Like,
That's
Why
your
you
that's your
like, don't call
girl.
it
That's your
anything.
girl.
That's when we break up.
Yeah.
I could look up and be 20 years, like, nah, we just cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna kick it for now on. I'm be straight kicking it.
It's like, I don't know. Yeah. So I think I learned that about myself. So going forward, I'm like, I let that be known. I like the dating like after 40, because time isn't necessary on the upswing with us. We're getting close to, although I think I got a good 50 years left. I will say that. Not the halfway point yet.
You just found weed. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
You're gonna look. I mean, literally, like you're talking. I got a bottle of bourbon like right by me. Like I'm gonna go before you. I'm going for sure.
I stopped with I cut back a lot of alcohol, but yeah, it's like I don't want to waste time on the surface dancing. Like, I want to see all your little points of, like, determinative factors, like, can't smoke. If you're a smoker, hey man, beautiful, that's great, but I'm not doing that, and just that needs to be like first, second date conversations. Because I'm one to be like, oh, for real? Okay, yeah, we can just end this right now because I don't want to waste my time 3 months, 6 months, and then you find out something and it's like, I don't got time to waste.
No, you get the deal breakers out of the way, right?
Yeah, out the way. And you just move. Hey, nothing against you. Great, see you around. And just keep moving.
Are you on any dating apps?
I was until recently decided to hang out exclusively with this person. Yeah, I was on the Tinder, got off of that.
The Tinder.
That's the gutter.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's
the gutter.
I was just asking Holly about Tinder. Was that Friday, Holly? I was asking you about Tinder.
Yeah. We were talking about it.
I was asking for a friend. And
so I went to Bumble and had some luck on there. And then last year signed, Fiona, she was telling me, she was like, sign up on Hinge. And I put on Hinge, and I mean, I was like, oh, like I got a lot of attention. Most of these times, like the ladies getting 1,000 likes a day, a dude maybe 2 likes a week. We're not getting whistled at walking down the street. But Tinder, it was like a lot, and I had like at some point like 5 different conversations going. People in Central PA, Eastern Ohio, Pittsburgh, and then I remember who I was talking to. That like scroll through I told her that. This is the social worker.
It was too much math.
Oh man, it became too much.
Do you feel that like because of your history in the city, and now that you're single, do you feel like it's like when you get on those apps, it's like, oh, I remembered I owe you some pussy. You know what I mean? Like, are you getting a lot of like old school, like, I didn't have a chance then, but now I got a chance. I might have a chance now.
No. Not too much that. Young lady that just was hanging out with, this summer. I actually met her on Hinge, and we matched, and she messaged me and was like, Justin, a whole bunch of exclamation points. And I just went, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. And she was like, oh my goodness, you don't remember me. And I was like, but she was, 9 years younger.
Yeah.
Telling of Shadow. Been like 23, 24. And I was like, sorry, don't remember. But she would remind me of that constantly. So yeah, you run into people you know, there's definitely been some folks from the lounge that, you know, never got together with, and you get together later years. So. But the apps are good. I would just get on Hinge. Don't Hinge or Bumble. Don't mess with anything lower than that. Like, don't go on OK Cupid. Like, you're not 12.
Nah. Mm-mm.
What's your profile say?
My profile, I can't remember. But if I were making a profile, yeah, I like people that are busy. Like, you gotta be busy. Somehow work better with ladies that do not work 9 to 5s, or at least if you work 9 to 5, have like another hustle. Because the ones that,
like a fine ass Uber driver.
yeah, do something where like there's like every day is like a new thing, or you work on a project, and then I get to see you do that project and have it come to fruition, and maybe I bounce my ideas off. I like that. The 5 sitting at home waiting for me to get done my day, and when I wake up, I never know how my day is going to go. And yeah, so I got limited amount of availability, I would say, but you can have the most of it. That would be my profile. And don't smoke.
And you have to like gummies.
Yeah, I'm into it now.
I've been sipping and watching the moonlight lately. That's me with it. But I gave up weed like 2 years ago. So, you know, I may go back to the medicinal. They got some stuff in Cali. They got stuff for everything in Cali. So when I first got there, I realized I was smoking garbage my whole life. Like I could have smoked the bag that it came in, because I was doing it all wrong. When I got out there, I met a cat. I guess he's legendary. It was my first night. The first night I went out in Santa Barbara, and bumped into. I went to the little dive bar, to the service industry bar, and there was this cat named Chad who introduced me to Hippie Dave. He's like legendary or whatever. And I met him, and he's like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "I'm from Pittsburgh." And he said, "Put out your hand and close your eyes." I'm like, "First off, dude, let me slow your roll right there, partner."
Yeah.
Ball, literally, like I had on cargo shorts, and he gave me a softball size, literally a ball. It was so sticky. Literally, it was so sticky, it just stuck together. A weed, I know what to do with this shit. You know,
it was like candy corn popcorn.
Yeah, it was a candy. Imagine a candy in Jamaica.
The caramel popcorn ball.
Yeah, it was that size. And
Jesus.
I realized I couldn't walk home. I wasn't drunk. I just forgot how to walk. You know, I realized I was doing it wrong. I remember one time. Yeah, So enjoy the gummies. I'm not judging you.
No,
Enjoy.
So these I get from Las Vegas, 50 milligrams. I only do half, and then my friend was like, "Yo, don't do the whole. Just do the half." So the second day, friends were over around the porch. I give them gummies. I'm like, "Just do half." They're like, "What do you do?" I was like, "I'm doing the whole thing," and did the whole thing. I mean, I was on my porch. At some point, whenever I came back from whatever universe I went to, sitting there on the porch in a chair, everything just felt heavy. And it was like I could feel gravity. Like I could feel it pull on me. And I was trying to walk in the house, and everything was just like like I was doing a International Space Station walk.
Yeah.
It was they were leaving, and I'm like hugging the molding on the wall by the door, like think I'm about to just fall into the earth. Then they left, and I forgot I didn't wrap the chicken wings up, and then I go into the kitchen, and I say, all right, I open the drawer, and I'm like, this is saran wrap. I put that down, go to fresh, the chicken's in there. I pull it, open it, I'm like, the chicken out. And I think I got real horny. I like humped the couch.
Shadow of love, ladies and gentlemen.
You take the man out the shower line, but you can't stop that man from fuck on the couch.
Fucking
Just stay away from couches.
That story went off. That went somewhere. Like, I thought you were gonna say like I got horny. I called my girl up. Like nah,
not
with old couchy here.
Fuck that couch up. So yeah, I just do half.
Yeah, you know.
If I did this whole man, I'll be like,
Scotch guard. Oh man. No,
it was leather couch at that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Good old Clorox wipe.
So as we wrap up, Justin, what advice would you have for people when it comes to love? Like, what would be your advice that you would give out there?
My advice was definitely learn first to like yourself. And then you gotta know who you are before you start inviting other people over, fix those hole in the floor so they don't fall through. So there's a lot of times I think we rush or we get confused on what we're experiencing in the younger years. We think it's love and it's maybe just lust or whatever. You run into these situations and we're not prepared ourselves. So it's like, get prepared yourself and eventually you'll find love. And just make sure you hang on to them so you can grow old and you can delete your browser history before you die.
And only take half the gummy.
And buy a leather couch. Make sure
this has been sponsored by Clorox wipes.
Well, this has been awesome. I want to thank Justin for joining us today. We'll definitely have you back, and thank my co-host Ernest. And just a reminder out there that if you find yourself in darkness, we hope it's in the shadow of love.